welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin. Today I have your third in the runners series, and this is a foam rolling routine, I should say. So this foam rolling routine is really amazing if you run, if you walk, if you're seated a lot. It's just a really great practice, and if you can do it every week, then that's fantastic. You will need a foam roller for today's routine. It doesn't matter if it has grooves or not. And if you have them, you can use 2 tune-up balls or lacrosse balls or tennis balls of the same size, and we'll do a little bonus rollout of your back at the end. When you're ready, I'll see you on your mat. All right, let's get foam rolling. Now, this is a video for runners, but it is also a really useful foam rolling routine for anybody who has a lower body tightness or soreness or aches and pains. In fact, we are gonna move up the entire body, so give it a shot. If you work out a lot, if you're sitting a lot, if you walk a lot, if you're on your feet a lot, if you lie down a lot, really, we should all be foam rolling at least weekly. So this is good for everyone. Before we begin though, I just want to allow you to give yourself a little bit of self-massage and self-love. And that'll start with the feet. So in any way that feels good, I just want you to pick up one of your feet and use your thumbs to give the soles of your feet a little massage. Maybe you have a cat or a dog coming around to pay attention to you as well. And then you'll swap sides, swap feet. Good. And then you'll bring the soles of your feet together and your knees wide apart. Use your fingers. I want you to thread your fingers in between your toes, which might feel a little bit awkward. And then just bring your heels as close as comfortable, lift your chest, and close your eyes. Blink your eyes open. And then last thing before we start to foam roll, you'll come over your shins and into a kneeling position with your toes tucked under. Try to even get those little baby toes under there. It's probably gonna feel a little bit unpleasant. But what we're doing here is you're stretching out the fascia, the connective tissue at the bottom of your feet. Your fascial system connects you from the bottoms of your feet all the way up through the crown of your head. So stretching this out is as uncomfortable as it may be, is a really, really important tool in your running arsenal. So something that you can do for yourself that will help open up the entire body. Even though I acknowledge it's very uncomfortable. Now come forward to all fours, untuck your toes, give the tops of your feet a little pitter patter on the air. And then I want you to sit on your heels with your toes untucked. You'll skip this if you have ankle or knee pain. Your hands will come behind you, and I just want you to lift your knees off the mat to stretch the fronts of your feet. Okay, now coming forward, you'll start the foam rolling. So grab your foam roller. Mine has grooves, but you don't need to have grooves in your foam roller. Yours might be all uniform, and that's fine too. We're gonna start with the calves. So take both of your calves to your foam roller. Now shift your weight into your hands, lift your hips, and just start to roll back and forth. And then I like to, if it feels good, shift my weight into just the one foot, and I'll stack my left ankle over top of the right, and again, roll back and forth. And then when you find a sticky spot, you're gonna stack your feet and start to go side to side. And then switch it out. So the left calf will come on, the right ankle will cross over top, and you're rolling. Now, one thing to remember as we start to foam roll is that you're never rolling over joints. So this is strictly for muscles, and you're really looking for the belly of the muscle primarily. So if you think you've gone too far, and by that I mean too close to a joint, you probably have. It's better to just be safe than sorry as you're learning. Find that sticky spot, stack the feet, and then cross side to side. Good. And then this is a little bit awkward. We're gonna do the shins. So you'll come to kneeling, all fours with your shins on that foam roller, and you're just rolling in and out. And this is really good for preventing shin splints. And you'll find that if you shift side to side, because the shins are super bony, you're more likely to get a stretch through the fronts. And again, you're not rolling out your knee, so just make sure you don't go a bit too far. Good. Press into your hands, draw your navel to your spine to come off of that foam roller. And then since we're already in the position for this, let's do your quadriceps. So we'll start on the left side. You can do the right, it doesn't really matter. You'll bring the front of your thigh to your foam roller. The other thigh will just kick out to the side like a kickstand. And you'll roll up and down the front of your thigh. And here, where you find a sweet spot, you can just hang out there. You can rock side to side, which is quite unpleasant. Or if you really want to go for it, you can bend your knee and then let it go. Oh, baby. This is good, but it's painful. That being said, it's something that you can do that's really a self-massage. So you don't have to pay money to get a massage. You can just pay, you know, $20 for a foam roller, and then you have access to it whenever you need it. Okay, now because we're lying here, we're gonna go up into the hip flexors. This is the only time I'm gonna say that you can come into a joint. I want you to lift your hips off of your foam roller, hold it stable so you can bring this part of your hip, so that hip flexor, to your foam roller. And this is a small action, so you're just going back and forth. Very, very tiny. And from here, press into your hands, go into the IT band. So you're gonna roll onto your out left side. Again, you're not going up into the hip. You'll bring the outside of your left thigh to your foam roller. Your right foot comes down as a kickstand, and you'll roll up and down. If you want, you can stack the feet. It adds a lot, so just be patient. Good, and then we'll do the left inner thigh, so that I'll just turn the other direction so you can see. You're gonna take the foam roller to the side of your mat, that right leg will go long, and then you'll open your leg out like you're a little froggy, and it's rolling side to side to go through that adductor. And the adductor muscle, they're the muscles on the inside of your thighs that bring your legs towards the midline of your body. And the midline of your body is where the right side meets the left. Nice. So we'll swap sides, starting with the quadricep. So whichever leg you did, we're now doing the opposite. I'm now doing my right. My left foot acts as a kickstand, and I'm going up and down that right thigh. And once I found that sweet spot, I might bend the knee. Or shake side to side. And then I'm coming off just so I can take my body back in space to put my right hip flexor on top of the roller and then roll out front to back. Again, small movement here. And then your IT band, coming to the outside of the thigh, the outside of the upper leg, going side to side, up and down. Again, you do have that option of stacking your feet, but knowing that it adds a lot. It adds a lot of pressure to not be able to press into that top leg and take some of the weight off. And then the right adductor, inner thigh, again, you're creating that froggy shape. The left leg goes long and you're rolling side to side, got your inner thigh. Okay, awesome. Come to seated, foam roller comes with you. We'll get into your hamstrings. So take the foam roller underneath your bum, your legs are bent. You'll take your hands behind you and just scoot your bum off the mat and roll up and down the backs of the legs. So again, you're not rolling down the knee, you're just staying in the hamstrings. If you want to, you can do this one leg at a time. And this time it is a little bit easier or more comfortable, I should say, to stack your ankle, stack the legs, and then just swap it out. Okay. Now, to get into the bum, I want you to very carefully take your foam roller behind you, bring your hands to the mat behind you. You'll bend your left knee, keep your right ankle flexed and placed over top of your left thigh. You'll already feel a stretch through your outer right hip. I want you to press into your hands, press into your left foot. Very carefully lift your hips and take them to your foam roller. Now from here, you'll shift your weight to your right cheek. So my left side is lifted. The only part of my bum that's on the foam roller is the right side. And from here, you can roll up and down. Okay, and then switch. You're already on top, so you don't need to get yourself back up. Left ankle to your right thigh. You can shift your weight into the left side. So now you can see my right side's lifted and just rock back and forth. Okay, and then place both of your feet on the mat, both of your bum cheeks on the foam roller, and I want you to roll forward just a little bit, and you can kind of rock side to side. Come off of the foam roller, lie down on your back, and then the soles of your feet will stay on the earth with your knees bent. Press with the soles of your feet, press into the backs of your arms. You're lifting your hips just enough that you can take that foam roller right at the top of your glutes. Okay, so right above your bum. This is actually on your butt cheek, so you're not putting any pressure on your lower back. And then you can lift your knees if you want to and just gently roll side to side. And it's kind of nice to take your hands to the mat for support as you rock side to side. And you can also do this feet on the mat. Maybe you rock your knees side to side. Okay, come off of your foam roller. Come all the way up to seated. Now take your foam roller to the lower back. Take your hands behind you. You're gonna roll up and down the length of your spine. Good. Now the next time that foam roller comes closer to the small of your back, I want you to draw your navel to your spine, bring your forearms to the mat, and press yourself back up to seated. Now, as a bonus, if you have tune-up balls, or if you have 2 tennis balls, or any balls that are the same size, honestly, I'm using these yoga tune-up balls, I want you to take them to your lower back. The soles of your feet will come to the mat. These tune-up balls are at your lower back, and you'll lower all the way down. Good. And from here, I want you to lift your hips again, lifting your tail up towards the sky, and then lowering back down. Good. And now this time, make sure that you don't actually lift the spine all the way up. I just want you to tilt your pelvis back in space. It'll lift a hair, and then lower it. Lift a hair, then lower it. Now roll the balls a little bit further up your back just by moving your body forward. I want you to tilt your pelvis forward. Try to keep the tune-up balls underneath your mid-back, and you're keeping your pelvis grounded, right? So you shouldn't have to lift your tail. I want you to lift the tail up and then lower it back down. So by lift the tail, I mean you shouldn't have to totally lift your pelvis off the mat. So you might be rolling quite a ways up to do this. So you're just tilting your pelvis backward and forward, backward and forward. Now this is a really small action. You should feel those tune-up balls rolling up and down, probably like an inch, up and down either side of your spine in the like low to mid back area. For me, it's right underneath where my ribs are. Good. And now you'll keep rolling up. So now your tune-up balls are between the shoulder blades. I want you to keep your feet on the mat, reach your arms up to the ceiling, and then pull your right arm down like you're, reaching for something, and you'll alternate. So I should say actually you're reaching one arm up and then the other. So it's like you're pulling yourself up a rope. And as you go side to side, you're now feeling these tune-up balls work side to side, kind of, I want to say behind the lungs. It's between the shoulder blades, behind the lungs. Good. Now last one, you'll roll all the way up so that your tune-up balls are at the fleshy part before your neck becomes your neck. So those trap muscles, the upper back. And this time you'll press the palms down, press the soles of your feet down, and this time you will lift your hips. And as you do, you'll feel your weight shift into the tune-up balls and a nice amount of pressure in those big muscles and your upper back, and then lower back down. Good, you'll lift your hips, lower back down, lift, lower, lift, lower. Good, again, draw your navel to your spine, press into your forearms, tuck your chin towards your chest, come up to seated. Oop, there goes one of my tune-up balls. Oh well. And there you have it. That is your foam rolling workout routine for runners. Please let me know if you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this series, and I'll see you next time. Have an awesome, awesome week. Bye for now. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. You can leave a comment down below to tell me your favorite part about this runner series. And if you like this video and you'd like to see more from me, hit the subscribe button and the bell, and you'll get videos from me every single week in your inbox. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.